Hey guys, welcome to Quality Shot. And here we're here for a live stream of the Pliskova versus Sabalenka match in the quarterfinals of the US Open. Thank you for those who've tuned in already. Hopefully we'll get some more people coming in as they're just doing the toss at the moment. Get their warm-ups underway soon, and it should be a good match. Getting to crunch time at the US Open. And if anyone is here, if they'd like to drop any sort of predictions for the match, any initial thoughts. Looking forward to this for sure. Don't think I properly introduced myself yet, but my name's Ash. It's my first stream on the Quality Shot channel. I'm a big tennis fan, play a bit myself, so looking forward to seeing how this match pans out. Can have a quick look at the head-to-heads and then sort of both players' progress in the tournament so far. So both players have had a pretty tough tournament so far. A lot of grueling three-setters. If we're looking at Pliskova, she got a big win over Azarenka in the last round. Long-time rival of hers, but a couple three-setters, as I said. Then if we also look at Sabalenka, she's come through a couple battles, especially the Kanepi match was a very good battle. And head to head, they're sitting at 2-2, with Pliskova winning the last two. Both of those came in 2021, so potentially a bit of the psychological edge with Pliskova, but in a major quarterfinal, it's certain that anything can happen. Who am I backing to win? I've got to give the edge to Pliskova, but I think it's going to be a close one. I think I can see it being a three-setter. I think Pliskova's perhaps got the edge on the hard courts, and she's perhaps gone a bit deeper in tournaments. I'd say Sabalenka has made semi-finals, but Pliskova we're looking at a Wimbledon finalist, so maybe has that as the competitive edge there. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's a lot of it's dependent as well on how well Sabalenka serves, because I know she's had a lot of problems with double faults. I think she's leading double fault maker on the tour, and it has been a bit shaky this tournament. Signs that she may be turning around in that sense, but I think it could potentially be where this match is won and lost. Who's kind of more dominant and more consistent with the serve. So I'd give the edge to Pliskova. Everyone else, feel free to let me know your predictions or your thoughts going into the match. We got Pliskova in at world number 22, Sabalenka at world number 6. Pliskova, of course, a former world number 1, though, so always going to be a problem for whoever she plays. And yeah, setting up to be a very good match. Picks to win on the women's and men's side. On the women's side, I'm going to probably go with what a lot of people gone with, and that's Iga Swiatek. Men's side, I want to see a TFO win. I'm not sure he will, but that's my pick on the men's side. So we're underway. Sabalenka's won the first point on Pliskova's serve. Serve down the tee from Pliskova. Good return from Sabalenka. Ooh, no, serve's out. Now 30 down already at Pliskova. Looks to have gone long from Sabalenka. Yep, so 15-30. First serve hits the net from Pliskova. In play, great backhand return from Sabalenka, slice from Pliskova, and very deep backhand from Sabalenka, forcing the error from Pliskova, and we are now at 15-40 in this opening game, so a double break point opportunity for Sabalenka to establish an early lead. Trading blows on the forehand, and it is long from Pliskova, so Sabalenka gets that early break. Pliskova looking a little bit nervy. Few too many errors that game, and Sabalenka certainly looking more comfortable out there, but very early stages. Good serve from Sabalenka, forehand cross, into the net from Sabalenka. So Pliskova goes up, love 15. Into the net from Sabalenka on the first serve. Serve out wide from Sabalenka, backhand return from Pliskova, backhand down the line from Sabalenka is a beauty. Fantastic backhand there, and we're at 15 all. Down the tee from Sabalenka with the serve, and long on the return from Pliskova. So 30-15. Serve out wide from Sabalenka. Trading blows on the forehand. Good depth from Sabalenka. Now with the backhand, again, good depth and forces the error from Pliskova. Sabalenka's backhand is looking very strong at the moment. And she's up 40-15 now in the second game. Long on the first serve. So second serve for Pliskova to have a look at. And wide on the second serve. So those problems that I was mentioning earlier with the double faults showing early signs in this opening game. So she'll need to refocus. Still got game point. Great backhand return and forces the error from Sabalenka. So an early juice. Pliskova really meeting that ball early on the return and forcing the error. Sabalenka's first serve hits the net. In play now, nice and wide with the serve and a brilliant forehand. Pliskova misses. A great 1-2 combo with the serve and forehand out wide, really pushing Pliskova from side to side, opening up a game point opportunity once again for Sabalenka. First serve down the tee, good return from Pliskova. Uses the forehand out wide, forehand to forehand. At the moment, slice from Pliskova. Forehand cross from Sabalenka. Forehand cross again. Ooh, drags it long on the forehand. And we are back to juice. Pliskova using the slice to good effect there. But I don't think Sabalenka should be too disheartened with that early break. And she's looked strong in this first game, just needs to see it out. Serve down the tee from Sabalenka, backhand return, cross court from Sabalenka. Stretches for the volley, makes it. Pliskova, ooh, Pliskova finds the net. A fantastic backhand volley from Sabalenka, really forced Pliskova out wide there into a difficult shot. She got some racket to it, but finds the net. So another advantage for Sabalenka. Goes long with the first serve. And misses out wide with the second serve. So another double fault from Sabalenka, and we are back to juice. A bit of a marathon game early on. Down the tee from Sabalenka with the first serve. And Pliskova finds a net with a backhand. So advantage once more for Sabalenka. Out wide with the first serve from Sabalenka, backhand down the line from Sabalenka, and Pliskova finds the net on the forehand. And that is game to Sabalenka. So a 2-love early lead for Sabalenka. Fair few juices that game, but got over the line. Pliskova out wide with the first serve goes long. Second serve finds the net. So a double fault there means it is love 15. Pliskova hits the net with the first serve. In play now, trading blows. Backhand wide from... Oh. Good backhand from Pliskova. And Sabalenka finds the net. So 15-all in this game. Pliskova finds the net again with a first serve. Second serve is long. So both players have some early signs of nerves with the double faults. 3 already from Pliskova. Let first serve opportunity again for Pliskova. Finds the net, so a second serve again. Really needs to find her serve and rhythm ASAP. Out wide with the serve, good backhand return from Sabalenka. Pliskova with another backhand cross court. Sabalenka goes down the line with the backhand and it sails long from Pliskova. Sabalenka's backhand looking very strong at the moment, getting consistent depth of it. So 30-40 in this game. Pliskova with a massive serve just creeps over Sabalenka and Pliskova sends an easy forehand opportunity long. So it's a double break early doors for Sabalenka. Pliskova looking very uncomfortable out there so far. And Sabalenka can be happy with the start she's made. So guys, make sure to like and subscribe to Quality Shot if you're enjoying this stream. So at the changeover, it is Sabalenka with the early 3-love lead. Pliskova gets the serve with decent depth and a great forehand. Sorry, Sabalenka on the serve with a fantastic forehand. Really dictating it from the back of the court. Both forehand and backhand looking very solid at the moment. Down the tee from Sabalenka and punishes a weak return from Pliskova with that forehand again. So a 30-love lead. Sabalenka down the tee. Decent return this time from Pliskova. Using the forehand, trading blows on the forehand now. Just squeezes the backhand over the net, does Sabalenka, and then she goes wide on the forehand. So a much better point from Pliskova there. Sabalenka with a fantastic serve out wide, and with the drive volley punishes it to make it 40-15. Some big serve in this game from Sabalenka, and she is punishing these weakish returns from Pliskova. 5 winners already from Sabalenka, as she has a game point. Misses the first serve wide. What can she do with her second serve? Goes down the tee. Pliskova with the backhand return. Backhand out wide from Pliskova again, and another one. Trading blows on the backhand and long from Sabalenka. A good return from Pliskova. Set her up for that point. And we're now at 30-40. Down the tee from Sabalenka, big ace. And she takes another game. 4-love lead. Brilliant serve here. After a couple double faults, that game she really found her rhythm with the serve. Pliskova really needs to get something on the scoreboard now, or this set will have raced away from her. Hits the net with her first serve. Finds her second serve. Punished back from Sabalenka, but it is wide. It was close. Nice looking backhand and inches wide. She's looking very confident. Pliskova finds her first serve. Trading blows on the forehand. Sabalenka goes line. Pliskova deep with the backhand. And again, Sabalenka on the forehand clips the net but lands safe. Big forehand from Sabalenka out wide. Fantastic shot. Pliskova just not really being able to maintain that consistent depth, and the ball is flying off the racket of Sabalenka. Out wide to serve from Pliskova. Sails long on the return from Sabalenka. So 40-15. Down the tee with the serve from Pliskova is a fantastic serve, and she gets her first game on the scoreboard. So good response there from Pliskova. Maybe showing signs that she is starting to find her feet in this match. So at the changeover now, I've just got up another stream which should be more up to date with the score that you guys are seeing. So apologies, I was a bit behind in the opening games, but should be up to date now. So 4-1 lead for Sabalenka in this opening set. But Pliskova with a good solid game there held herself quite nicely. So she'll be looking to try and claw her way back into this opening set now. Sabalenka to serve. Hits the net on the first serve. Down the tee on the second serve. Good backhand return from Pliskova. Once more on the backhand, but sails long this time. So 15-love to Sabalenka. Sabalenka down the tee with her first serve, and the return hits the net from Pliskova. 30-love now. Sabalenka's first serve in, uses the forehand to gain some depth in the point and forces the error from Pliskova, whose backhand sails long. That backhand's letting her down a bit, so we are at 40-love. Chance to go 5-1 up for Sabalenka now. First serve misses. Second serve in play, and Pliskova tries to go big with the return, finds the net, meaning Sabalenka takes the 5-1 lead. Looking very comfortable on serve at the moment after initially looking a bit nervy in that first game. A bit of a marathon game, that one. But since then, it's been plain sailing on the serve. for Sabalenka. So Pliskova serving to stay in this opening set, which has flown by. Into the net on her first serve. Been a story of the set, really, for Pliskova. Down the tee is a fantastic second serve, uses the backhand and forces the error on Sabalenka's forehand. Much better backhand and serve there from Pliskova. Needs to do more of that if she's going to get a foothold in this match. So 15 love. Down the tee with the first serve, but misses wide. Out wide with the second serve, and it's another double fault for Pliskova. That serve has lent her down at the moment. Breadstick for Pliskova, I think it is looking highly likely at the moment. Long with the first serve. Oh, fantastic forehand from Sabalenka. Absolutely fantastic. That forehand is on fire at the moment. Not necessarily too much depth, but the sheer pace of it is too much at the moment. And a fantastic return again to make it 15-40 and 2 set points. Again, the forehand just being used to good effect. First serve in from Pliskova, and Sabalenka trying to go big, really hits the net on that forehand that's been ever so reliable so far. But another set point for Sabalenka. Pliskova hits the net with the first serve. She'll not be happy looking back at her first serve percentages from this set, that's for sure. Second serve is a let. Pressure on this second serve then from Pliskova. Down the tee, trading blows on that forehand. Forehand to forehand cross court. Long from Sabalenka. So Pliskova's done well to bring it back to juice. So now with the first serve. Along with the second serve, so another double fault from Pliskova. Not great in the serving department so far. So another set point here for Sabalenka. See if she can do any better this time. First serve in and crushed on that same forehand by Sabalenka. Pliskova, a mere passenger, watching that forehand sail by her. So what a fantastic opening set from Sabalenka. 6-1 in quick time. Really impressive stuff from Sabalenka. Pliskova will need a response in that second set. I went for Pliskova on the prediction, not looking too strong at the moment. But you never know. She's heading off court in between sets. I'm hoping she'll come out a changed woman, and we'll see a response. And this will be turned into a bit of a competition because that was 28 minutes of dominance from Sabalenka. So we looking at the stats a bit briefly. There's that first serve percentage very much letting Pliskova down. Only winning 46% of first serves. 10 winners from Sabalenka, just the one from Pliskova. 15 unforced errors as well. And it's never handy. So she really needs to get that unforced error count down and that winner count up in the second set. Thought Sabalenka was looking a bit shaky on her serve early on, but she was serving fantastically the more she got into that set. Nadal bathroom break magic. You never know. You never know. I'd like to hope so. I'd like to hope so. Certainly, we need to see a closer second set, a bit more of a competition. Pliskova, she's been here before. She has been here before, so she knows how to come back in this stage of a competition. So hopefully, she can channel some of that previous magic. Okay, second set about to get underway. Sabalenka to serve. Down the tee with the first serve, backhand return from Pliskova, big backhand from Sabalenka. And fantastic touch at the net from Sabalenka after that backhand. Just scoops it over and lands out of reach of Pliskova. Fantastic touch. Just meeting the ball in the half volley and almost dinking it over. But great stuff from Sabalenka there. Another good first serve. Opens up the forehand, goes cross court with the forehand. Pliskova makes it and forces the error from Sabalenka. So a really good get there from Pliskova on her forehand side. Just making Sabalenka play that extra shot. And working out there for Pliskova. So 15 all in the first game of the second set. Great first serve. Great first serve, which Pliskova sends wide on the return. So 30-15 for Sabalenka. Down the tee on that first serve at 30-15. It's a brilliant serve. Unreturnable. 40-15. First serve down the tee. And a really, really uncharacteristic backhand there from Sabalenka. Hits the net and dribbles out. So 40-30. Fantastic first serve though. Another ace from Sabalenka. She must have heard what I said about her double faults and decided to silence me because she has been serving superbly. So it is 1-1 love in the second set. Another confident game from Sabalenka. Who's impressed me the most on the men's and women's side? Men's side, it's got to be for me, Kachanov and Tiafoe. Probably the biggest wins of their careers, I'd probably say, given Nick Kyrgios's form for Kachanov, and then Tiafoe with a fantastic performance against Rafa. So them two on the men's side. On the women's side, Swiatek for sure, just been solid as she has been all year. But Sabalenka really is sending out a message, I think, with this match so far. This game's at 40 love currently for Pliskova. So a better start to this second set so far than the first set. So a comment here. Elle Davis passed round 2 recently. Lauren Davis, yep, the American. I didn't know she was only 5'2". I think that what that comment suggested. She lost to Swiatek, I think, but impressed for sure. Did the American. Always a good opportunity, I think, when you're playing in front of a home crowd, and she certainly used that to her advantage. So 1-1 in the second set. I got a bit distracted by talk of the tournament in general. So let me refocus and get back to the task at hand. So Sabalenka down the tee with the first serve, trading blows on the forehand of Sabalenka and the backhand of Pliskova, chipped up from Pliskova, punished by Sabalenka, forcing the error. Sabalenka just seemingly having too much power for Pliskova at the moment, and takes the 15 love lead. Down the tee on the first serve and long on Pliskova's return. She will not be happy with how she's returned so far. These points have been far too short. She really needs to try and draw them out, start forcing some errors on Sabalenka's side. Sabalenka's serve down the tee, effective as per usual, and the backhand is superb cross court, just dispatching these short balls from Pliskova. I mean, when you serve and first ground stroke, your 1-2 is firing like it is, you are in for a good time if you're Sabalenka. Misses her first serve at 40 love. And second serve hits the net and sails wide. So the curse of the double faults maybe has returned. Still at 40-15 though, so she will be looking to close out this game. Goes out wide with the first serve, and Pliskova sails a return well long. So, continuing the theme of the match, Sabalenka dominant serving, Pliskova plenty of errors, and we're at 2-1 in the second set. Need a bit more from Pliskova. Need a bit more. I certainly didn't expect Sabalenka to be serving this well. Really impressive. And no signs of nerves at all. Unlike Pliskova, it really just hasn't looked herself out there in the first 40 minutes of this match. But still many games to be played. Pliskova on serve, which she was not at this stage. She was not already been broken at this stage twice in the first set. So hopefully she's feeling a bit more comfortable. Pliskova's first serve is in play, puts the forehand nice and wide, and forces the error from Sabalenka. To win her first serve in play in this set, she has won every point. But as what has just happened here, she's hit the net with her next first serve. We know how that's gone so far this match. Can she do any better? Second serve is nice and deep, trading backhands. Sabalenka hits the net with her backhand. And now Pliskova at 30 love. Hits the net with her first serve. $40 love up now. Pliskova. Much better start to this set on serve, that's for sure, from her. But she'll need to close out this game. Hits the net with the first serve. What could she do with her second? Good depth on that second serve. Nope. Almost good depth. Too deep. And it goes long. Sixth double fault of the match. Sorry guys, I've got quite a small screen here, so quite hard to tell whether it sailed long. This first serve is in, and that first serve is punished by Sabalenka's forehand, and we're at 40-30. So Sabalenka with more of a foothold in this Pliskova service game. Pliskova's first serve is much better. Sabalenka with the backhand. Pliskova slices. Sabalenka comes in on the forehand. Decent backhand from Pliskova. Nice forehands here from Sabalenka. Moves on to the backhand side, but hits the net. So, well done, Pliskova. 2-2. 2-2 here in the second set. So much more of a foothold in the second set than she ever got in the first set. And now she may be hunting for that break. Really important to see that last game out. Her team looking on. Glum faces at the moment. Sabalenka starts with a booming ace down the tee. She's on a mission with her serve at the moment. Third ace this set already. Next serve is another ace down the tee. Just clipping the line. 2 superb serves already. Nothing you can really do about that as Pliskova. And another big serve forces a backhand error from Pliskova. Oh, that was long. Big serve from Sabalenka on the second, but skews a forehand. Allowed in the crowd has caught the ball and looks absolutely elated. Down the tee from Sabalenka, doing what she does best, really. Sticking to what's been working for her, and she opens up a 40-15 lead. Great stuff from Sabalenka on that T serve. 40-15. Out wide with the first serve. Backhand. 1-2 combo. Superb stuff from Sabalenka. Really great stuff. Serving like that is going to be very tough for Pliskova, but she is in a better position in this set than last set, so she can remain hopeful. Just got to hope Sabalenka's level drops slightly, and she can continue to raise her level. So guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. Got yourself a new member, chap. I think I'm the new member. If Pliskova wins the second set or getting into a tiebreaker, I don't know. I think Sabalenka's looking unplayable at the moment. I don't want to call it, but I'm starting to think this is a 2-set win for Sabalenka. But you never know. You never know. I think if Pliskova can get to 3-all, then maybe we'll start to see some nerves creep in on Sabalenka's side. Even at the top level, the closer you get to victory, the harder it becomes. So, 2-3 with Pliskova to serve. Big serve and trading blows cross court and opens up the forehand, does Sabalenka. Crushes it. Another winner. Both backhand and forehand. Looking very solid on both wings. And that's her 7th forehand winner. So love 15. Pliskova goes out wide with the first serve and comes in, slices it deep. Sabalenka backhand. Sabalenka forehand. But solid as a rock at the net is Pliskova. And she dispatches a routine volley. Potentially she could try coming into net a bit more, because I think trading from the back isn't working out for her. So perhaps goes a bit more aggressive and tries to get into the net, close the point out. She goes out wide with the first serve but misses at 15-all. Down the tee with the second serve. Trading those blows on the forehand, forcing an error from Sabalenka out wide. 30-15. Serve out wide from Pliskova. And long return from Sabalenka, meaning 40-15 to Pliskova. Nice serve from Pliskova. Forehand from Sabalenka, backhand from Pliskova. Forehand from Pliskova. Forehand from Sabalenka, and Pliskova finds the net with a slice. So 40-30. It's a big serve here, does Pliskova. Does get a big serve, but a fantastic return for Sabalenka. But a backhand from Sabalenka isn't as reliable as it has usually been. So Pliskova makes it 3-all, as I hope she would. Well, this is closer, better, exactly. It is closer. We're all square in the second set. Sabalenka to serve. First serve is in. Forehand to forehand. Rally developing here. before a forehand from Sabalenka sails long. Just letting out a bit of frustration at Sabalenka. First real signs of that, and potentially a good sign for Pliskova as we hit the 50-minute mark of this women's quarterfinal. Serve down the tee misses from Sabalenka. Second serve for Pliskova to have a look at. Goes down the tee. Pliskova crushes a forehand return, forces Sabalenka to scoop it long, and we're at love 30. So potentially the first sort of creak in the door for Pliskova. Sabalenka will look to slam that door shut here, but three signs of nerves. Good serve though from Sabalenka. Oh, sails long. Again, the small screen not helping me here. I thought that was a beauty. Second serve. Down the tee this time. And it is a fantastic second serve. Pliskova probably would have liked to do a bit more with the backhand, but is unable to. She finds the net. 107 mile an hour second serve. 117, actually. So interesting tactics. Very effective so far. Out wide with the first serve. And Pliskova can only get a bit of racket on it. Back to 30 all here, so some clutch serving really here from Sabalenka. Been very impressed with the serve of hers so far, and she's worked her way back to 30 all. First serve down the tee. Pliskova wants a return back. Sabalenka should punish it and does so. More great serving there from Sabalenka. Guys, what are your thoughts at 3-all in this second set? Who takes the second? Sabalenka out wide with the first serve. Pliskova again can't get much on the return, and we are at 4-3. So we stay on serve in this second set. Sabalenka showing no real signs of letting up. She did get to love 30 in that game, but responded emphatically. So very impressive stuff from her. She opens up that 4-3 lead. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe to Quality Shot. Any likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. What's your name, mate? Oh, it doesn't say my name. That's embarrassing. My name is Ash. My name is Ash. Nice to meet you, tennis club. Is that Federer in your pick? Federer fan? Love that. Guys in the stream, I want to hear your predictions if you've got any. I'm still back in Sabalenka now. After that game, she looks just unrelenting. But Pliskova serving now. First serve in, forehand to forehand, rally. Bit short from Sabalenka, but not put away. Not put away. 15 love. Love 15. Down the tee from Sabalenka. Beautiful serve. Pliskova gets some good width on her forehand and forces the error from Sabalenka into the net. Down the tee from Sabalenka with the first serve. From Pliskova, sorry. Good stuff. To make it 15-30. Hi, where are you from? I'm from London. Big serve from Pliskova. Can she put away the forehand? No, she can't, but Sabalenka can't make the pass. So it is 30 all. Big Federer fan. Very nice. Quality shot / Ash ever play tennis? Yeah, I play quite a bit. Just at a local club. Good serve there from Pliskova. She is keeping her emotions in check. I do agree. She seems very focused. Very focused. Ash's Stadium window burn. That would be a dream of mine to play on Ash on Alpha Ash. Punished that first serve. Absolutely punished by Sabalenka. That's happened a few too many times. And I think when you see your first serve come back at you like that, doesn't matter what level of tennis you play, it is always a big blow psychologically. Break point here. Good serve though from Pliskova. Forces the error. Clutch. Serving. Great stuff, Pliskova. Back to juice. Sabalenka showing more signs of frustration. So nice serve out wide and hooks a forehand deep right into the corner. Brilliant stuff on the forehand there from Pliskova. Her solitary forehand winner. But if she can get that forehand into play a bit more, we might start to be in business. Can she see it out? Goes down the tee with the serve. It's nice. Again, uses the forehand. Sabalenka goes deep with the backhand. Pliskova's backhand is equally as good and forces a return long from Sabalenka. This is a big hold, a must hold, and she has held 4-all in this second set. Pliskova under pressure delivering. This set is already gone on longer than that first set, so signs of progress and signs to be more positive if you are a Pliskova fan. Sabalenka serves down the tee. Pliskova gets a nice deep backhand. Sabalenka's forehand is equally strong though. Trading blows as this rally develops. Great forehand winner though from Sabalenka. Her into-out forehand has looked unplayable at times. As Sabalenka's. Pliskova's had to be a mere passenger really on a lot of these into-out forehands. And a big come on for her. Sabalenka's first serve is out. Second serve kicks up a little bit. Pliskova pushes that return long on her backhand. So 30 love Sabalenka as we hit the hour mark in this women's quarterfinal at the US Open. Sabalenka 30 love up here. What does she do with her first serve? She misses wide. So second serve, big point here, I think. If Pliskova can get this, she is back in the game. She gets a nice backhand off and forces Sabalenka to go long. So I think when Pliskova's taking it early on the return and forcing these errors from Sabalenka, she is finding much more success. So 15-30, again, another big point here. Any point at this stage of the match is a big point, of course, but let's see what Pliskova can do here. Sabalenka's serve is a good one down the tee, and again, Pliskova can just try and get some racket on it, but it cannons out. So 40-15. That door I talked about is being slammed shut by Sabalenka. She goes out wide with the first serve. Decent return from Pliskova, and again forces the mistake from Sabalenka. Just getting depth on that return, not allowing Sabalenka the chance to really set her body and forcing her to hit the net on her forehand there. A couple points like that developing. In play now as Pliskova hooks her forehand and Sabalenka hooks her forehand wide. And she cuts a very, very frustrated figure as she walks over to grab her towel. Good stuff from Pliskova here to get it back to deuce. And what a crucial break this would be. Either of these girls playing well enough to win the whole thing, you think, Ash? It's tough to say. Sabalenka is playing very well. Especially that first set was unbelievable from her. Enough to win it? Maybe not. Deuce here. Out wide with the serve, and Pliskova hits the net on the return. So a good serve there from Sabalenka puts her at advantage. But yeah, I mean, if Sabalenka can play like this, she's certainly how she did in the first set, and she's been solid this second set. She's responded whenever there's been any sort of signs of Pliskova getting back into the match. Then I can't see why she can go deep, and that's the great thing about women's tennis, right? Is other really than Swiatek's dominance this year, you're always getting new winners of the Grand Slams. So Sabalenka hits a decent first serve. Pliskova's return is good, but then superb backhand from Sabalenka forces the error from Pliskova, really getting low to the ground on that backhand and using a full body weight into that shot. So 5-4. Great stuff from Sabalenka. Pliskova now serving to stay in the match. No pressure on her. Again, a great hold from Sabalenka there. Really has been tested this second set. There's been times where she's looked like she could really give Pliskova the ascendancy in this match, but she, as I said, even if that door's creaked open a little bit, she's slammed it shut with some massive serving, and she's really cut out errors in this match. In terms of thinking about who can go on to win this tournament as well, if Sabalenka can wrap this up now, it's not exactly a grueling contest compared to the three setters she's had. So should be quite fresh going into the semis. So we'll see, but maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. There's still work to be done in this match, that's for sure. Pliskova serving to stay in the match. Czech Republic versus Belarus. Pliskova serves down the tee, is a good one. Slice back from Sabalenka. Decent forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand lets her down though, as she finds the net. It does seem Pliskova's hitting a bit bigger. Maybe the shackles have come off somewhat, playing a bit more freely. It's a nice serve down the tee. Great forehand from her as well, from Pliskova, and forces the error from Sabalenka. So again, yeah, it seems like her ground strokes just have a bit more oomph, a bit more pace on them. So fairly love here. Pliskova goes down the tee with the first serve, but it is long. What can she do with her second? She goes out wide, and she forces the error from Sabalenka. 40 love. Can she close this one out? Big serve down the tee, and Sabalenka's forehand goes into the net. So well done, Pliskova. Very well done. 5-all. She is not going down without a fight. Five-all. Sabalenka to serve. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, people. First serve down the tee. Massive from Sabalenka. 15 love. She's looking ever so focused. I've not really seen her with this level of focus, actually. It's impressive stuff. She goes out wide with this next serve, but it's long. Second serve down the tee. Sabalenka opens up the forehand, hooks it nicely, and then comes in and dispatches it at the net. Good stuff. Rakshif says we are going to 3 sets for sure. I don't know, Rakshif. I'm starting to believe you, Pliskova. I know she's at 40 love here, love 40 here, but tie break, anything can happen. We say we've got underdog Pillar to win, 75% chance. I'd like to see that. I would like to see that. Got to love an underdog. Here we go, 40 love. Serve down the tee from Sabalenka. Oh, some return from Pliskova. Where's that been all match? Where has that been? It's been the other way around so far, but that's how you dispatch. That's how you dispatch a tennis ball right there. We call that the return to sender. Down the tee from Sabalenka. Good depth on the return from Pliskova. The backhand clips the net. Sabalenka on the forehand. And Pliskova hits the forehand into the net just as she was looking to be in control at that point. So 6-5, Sabalenka. Cost me a new membership if second set going into tiebreak. Oh, we're heading that way. We are heading that way. But again, Pliskova has to serve to stay in the match. So there's that added pressure. Scoreboard pressure, always a big thing in tennis. Off topic, what do you think is going on with Emma ever since the US Open when the scene hasn't been any good for her? I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to now suddenly there's that expectation on her where there just wasn't that before, right? So when she won it last year, she was a practically a nobody. She had a good Wimbledon, but still was not known on tour or in the public eye. And she just played with absolutely no fear whatsoever. Played unbelievably. But ever since then, everyone's been watching her every move. Changing coaches. Oh, she's got this brand deal. Just that scrutiny, and I think sometimes the off-court stuff shows up on court, and she's just struggled really to live up to the expectations that are now on her. But she's still very young, and I'm sure she'll be back. Pliskova now dominating this first rally, but an unbelievable defensive lob from Sabalenka. I said Pliskova should try and get into the net more, but she does have to be more punchy with her approach shots, because otherwise that will happen. She will get lobbed. So up 15 here. Better first serve. Can she put away that forehand? Yes, she can. Dispatches it 15 all. But yeah, I'd say. I mean, I'm still hopeful for Emma. Very young. She seems like she's got the right mentality for it. And as a Brit, it's great to see such a bright talent. Pliskova's first serve hits the net. So Matthew says, Prime Video showing the all-serve Sabalenka sitting down the middle, yet no adjustment from Pliskova. Strange her coaching team aren't saying anything. Very strange, given how effective that Sabalenka serve has been down the middle. We are at 30-15 to Pliskova here. Yeah, no, Matthew, you're absolutely right there. I think Pliskova should have made more of an adjustment. And maybe it's something they will work on if this gets to a tie break. 30-15. Pliskova with a second serve. She goes down the tee with it. Sabalenka banishes that second serve on her forehand. That's been a bit of a theme of this match. Eva Lady just absolutely crushing a weaker serve. And we are at 30 all. What a crucial point this is now. Pliskova goes out wide with the serve. Stunning return from Sabalenka. But Pliskova, with a forehand slice out of nowhere, finds an incredible angle, and it is 40-30 now. I mean, she had just simply on instinct, had no right to win that point, but clutch play from Pliskova. Here she goes with her first serve at 40-30, hits the net. Second serve. Pliskova, first serve, a second serve in play. Backhand to backhand here. Rally developing, decent backhand from Pliskova. Another good one. Forehand from Sabalenka is hooked into the net. And we are at 6 all, ladies and gentlemen, which means we are going to a tie break. Rakshif earlier said we are going to 3 sets for sure. You may be right if Pliskova can seal the deal this tie break. Here we go. Both got a good record in tie breaks this year. Sabalenka first up to serve. Hits the net. How does she do with her second serve? Goes out wide. Pliskova misses a fairly routine serve. So one love early doors. Sabalenka. Emma is currently $30 million richer. Mental coach, strengthening coach, put more time in practice. Last 2% lucky winner from the opponents. Yeah, what do you guys think about that, actually? A lot of people have made a lot about, you know, getting her seemingly revolving door of coaches. But I've also heard that actually, it's just that that's the level really that they wanna hit. Is each coach has their own individual um, expertise, and once they kind of find that expertise, whether it be the serve or mentality or all sorts, footwork, whatever, um, they move on to the next coach. So I don't know. I'm not necessarily too much of a critic of that, but then again, part of me thinks, geez, why didn't they just stick with that guy, the guy who won the US Open with her? So we're at love 2 in the tiebreak. Pliskova, big serve down the tee. Can she put away the backhand? It's a decent backhand. She should dispatch that at the net. She does. Okay, better. So despite a mini break from Sabalenka, Pliskova has a point on the scoreboard this tiebreak. On to Sabalenka on serve. Sabalenka hits the net with her first serve. Her first serve percentage has dropped a little bit this set. With her second, kicks up a little bit. Decent return from Pliskova on the backhand, and wayward from Sabalenka on the backhand. So Pliskova has got that mini break back. 2-all. Backhand unforced errors at 12 for Sabalenka compared to just a 6 for Pliskova. So pretty interesting stat there. Sabalenka's serve down the tee is long. What does she do with her second serve? She go down the tee again, maybe? It's been working for her. She might mix it up though. Yep, she goes out wide. She goes out wide, and it's a second serve ace. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, brilliant for Sabalenka. A coach with a nod of approval. So we're at 3-2. Sabalenka will win against her opponent because without injury, she is great, says Ruffy. She has played a fantastic game so far, Ruffy, so can't see why not. Pliskova's serve is out wide, and her backhand is long. I had to really squint to see that one. But we're at 2-4 after 6 points in this tiebreak. So Sabalenka with a little lead. She'll be happy with that. What can Pliskova come up with in response? It's a really big point here. Does not want to go 5-2 down with Sabalenka serving afterwards, so she needs this point, does Pliskova. Pliskova's serve is out wide. Sabalenka crushes the forehand return, comes into the net, drop shot. Stunning. Stunning from Sabalenka. First drop shot I've seen all match. But beautiful. Pushed her really far back with that forehand. And then lovely disguise. Perfect touch and feel on that drop shot. Brilliant stuff there from Sabalenka. So 5-2. Sabalenka on serve. Here she goes. Hits the net with her first serve. Pliskova needs points, and she needs them now. Goes down the line with the second serve. Pliskova, fantastic return. Can she put away the forehand? She can. Big point. big points from Pliskova. Don't think that forehand put away was as easy as it looked. It's a beauty. Sabalenka with short fuse. That is true. That is evident. That is evident. Her fuse is short. She's not far away from victory here. This is to set up a match point. First serve is long. Off the net. Takes her time a bit with this second serve. Lands in. Ready. Oh, okay. Okay. What did I say about the door being slam shut? What a forehand from Sabalenka. I thought the rally was just developing and then bang. Crushes up. Into out. Finds the corner. Match point Sabalenka. Rakshif. You're in trouble here, my friend. Let's give a serve down the tee is nice. Uses the forehand to get some power into the rally. At the net, Pliskova. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant volley. Under pressure. She used her forehand really nicely there just to put Sabalenka on the back foot. And then a little drop volley. Nicely constructed point there. Still another match point though for Sabalenka. Pliskova needs a big serve here. She finds it, but it is not big enough because Sabalenka crushes a forehand down the line, as she has done all match on Pliskova's weaker serves, and she takes the win. 7-6 in that second set tiebreak. 6-1, 7-6 in just under an hour and a half. She blows kisses to the crowd, and she has made the US Open semis a dominant first set and a much tighter second, but in that tiebreak, she just had enough, and she got the job done. So, Rakshif, unfortunately, we didn't go to 3 sets. I would have liked to have got to that third set for sure, but Sabalenka had other ideas. Too good from Sabalenka. And well played. Unfortunate for Pliskova. She just never seemed to get going, really, in that match. I thought she personally could have tried to come to the net a bit more, played a bit more aggressive, because she did start to loosen up and got a bit more power into her ground strokes, putting Sabalenka on the back foot, but just didn't come to the volley enough. I think to the net enough. I think the 2 or 3 times she did, she put it away very nicely. So maybe in hindsight, could have tried that a bit earlier. But to be fair to Sabalenka, that is probably the best I've seen her serve. Just brilliant from her. I was saying before that I thought the match could be decided really on who served better, and Sabalenka certainly did that. She's always had a few problems with double faults, but much more solid today. As one of you guys mentioned, I think the down the tee serve was working like a treat for Sabalenka. So brilliant stuff from her. Any thoughts, guys, on the match and the matches that are come tonight? I know there's some exciting matches to come still, and Quality Shot will be bringing you those. But I hope you enjoyed watching along with me or listening along to me for my first stream. I thought it was a pretty good match to watch, and 2 high quality players in a fantastic tournament, which is getting towards the business end, and really looking forward to what's to come. But as always, guys, thank you for tuning in to Quality Shot. Please, please, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It really is appreciated, really goes a long way. And um, Quality Shot is growing nicely. So hopefully we can keep that up. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the tournament and hopefully see you guys again at some point in the future. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.